Hello and welcome back. If you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Tracey and this video is called Opening Your Heart to Receive More Love. So in this video, we're going to go over the fact that an open heart is a receptive heart. And we're also going to discuss how the heart has its very own intelligence. And we're also going to, I'll be telling you a story from my own direct personal experience on how I open my heart to receive more love. So let's start with some simple heart facts. Okay, so some of these heart facts that I'm going to be giving you today actually come from the Heartmath Institute and was published in the book, The Heartmath Solution. And this is a great organization as well as a great book to read and to help, connect you with your heart. And it goes over a lot of scientific studies that they've done in regards to the heart and its response to things like stress and joy and everything. So I suggest that you go look up the Heartmath Institute or even just the book Heartmath Solution, because it's really a great book. All right, so let's start by just going over some of these simple heart facts here from this book. All right, so number one, scientific evidence shows that the heart sends us emotional and intuitive signals to help govern our lives. So that's really kind of saying that your heart is where your intuition lives. So paying attention to it would obviously get you more in touch with your intuition. Another little heart fact is many ancient cultures maintained that the primary organ responsible for influencing and directing emotions, morality, and decision-making is the heart. Another fact, the heart starts beating in the unborn fetus before the brain is even formed. Scientists still don't know exactly what makes the heart start beating. The heartbeat is generated from within the heart itself, and it does not need a connection to the brain to beat and to keep beating. Isn't that interesting? All right, and next fact of the heart has its own independent nervous system, referred to as the brain in the heart. There are at least 40,000 neurons in the heart, as many as are found in your subcortical centers of the brain. This is just crazy. I don't know why we don't learn this stuff in school, that your heart is so intricate. I mean, we learn a little bit, but I didn't know these facts until I read this book. And then it also states here that core heart feelings and Heartmath, when they say things like core heart feelings, they're referring to emotions like love, forgiveness, and gratitude, appreciation, that kind of stuff. So core heart feelings reduce the activity of the sympathetic nervous system, which is the branch of your nervous system that speeds up your heart rate and stuff like that, and constricts all the blood vessels and kind of gives you that stress response. So anyway, if you are more in touch with your core heart feelings, you can reduce the activity of the sympathetic nervous system and actually increase the activity of the parasympathetic nervous system, which is what slows your heart rate and expands your blood vessels and all of that. And it also states positive emotions such as happiness, appreciation, compassion, care, and love improve your hormonal balance and your immune system response. There are so many benefits to learning about your heart and also to make a conscious connection with your heart. So now I'm going to tell you a little story about how I open my heart to receive more love. In September of 2015, I decided to go and get my attunement with the Reiki energy through Karen Harrison in Kansas City. So I went to Kansas City to learn from Karen Harrison about Reiki, And I wasn't really expecting the complete experience that I received while I was there. It was a wonderful training. The attunement was awesome. And honestly, Reiki has changed my life in so many ways. But while I was there for the weekend, I did 2 different meditation exercises with my Reiki class. And so I just kind of want to share a little bit about them because it's all about like opening your heart. So the first meditation that Karen Harrison had us do, she called the Ocean of Love meditation. During that meditation, this was on our first day, basically we're just supposed to let our mind go wherever it wants, but it's called the Ocean of Love. So that kind of frames your mind a little bit on how you should be imagining it, I guess you could say. And also during the meditation, just, throughout different times in the meditation, Karen would just say, open your heart to receive more love. Okay? So I'm going to read from my journal what I wrote directly following that Ocean of Love meditation. So this was September 12th of 2015. So here it is. I was swimming in an ocean of love. The water was mostly clear, and then sometimes it sparkled in different colors. Each time Karen said, open your heart to receive more love, the scene would change a little. So the first time she said, open your heart to receive more love, I started swimming deeper and deeper. I was anticipating a bottom, but quickly realized that the ocean of love is bottomless. Then, as I laid on my back in the water, when Karen said it again, open your heart to receive more love, the sun's rays reached out to me. I couldn't help but to go toward the sun, and where the sun and I just embraced. I swam some more with the sunlight following me. When she said it again, open your heart to receive more love, I realized that I swam to a tunnel and a cliff. So I climbed the rocks to the top of the cliff, and I dove into the ocean of love once more. After diving in, and then Karen said to open my heart to receive more love again, the water came up like a vortex. And so it was because I was spinning it. So it was similar to like uncorking a wine bottle. So when the water was twisting and raised up into the sky, I let it go on the beach, where it became a different matter that was like in a pile on the beach. The pile took on life and became my heart beating in my chest. And that was all I wrote. And it's a little weird to read about a meditation. So the reason I wanted to point it out is because in the end, I realized that this whole experience was just my own heart in my chest, right? So that was just the very beginning of this Reiki weekend that I had. So after being attuned to the Reiki and learning some of that wonderful energy, we later, on the next day, did another meditation. And this one is called the Holy Love Meditation. All right, so on September 13th of 2015, I wrote about the Holy Love Meditation, and here's what I wrote. During today's meditation, I opened my heart to receive more love. As the white light of God and my highest mind shone down through me, I saw Eve taking a bite of the forbidden fruit. And then I was reminded that she and Adam did not care that they were naked until after she took a bite of the fruit. Eve could possibly represent our conscious mind, and Adam could be our subconscious mind. And when we became human, we forgot how not to wear our clothes, so to speak. Or rather, our personality and our ego. So, which is our outer expression, which could be termed clothing in the universal language of mind. Anyway, let me finish reading what I wrote first and I'll explain. After that vision, I saw all my friends and people who have hurt me, like friends from my past who have hurt me deeply on the inside. And I saw family members who have also, I felt, had done me wrong at some point or another. I just saw all these people in this meditation, but I saw them naked or only as spirit before they were clothed in their conscious mind and ego. Okay? So I saw all these people who have hurt me in the past and who have actually made my heart feel broken, but I saw them naked. So I saw them as spirit alone. I did not see them as the human being that they are. They were without their ego. So it was easy to love them from that vantage point. When I saw them and felt unconditional love for each of them, I became emotional and I cried. It was healing and cleansing for me. This was a very profound meditation. That's all I wrote, but I want to just kind of expand on that a little bit. Because when I said that, Eve is like our conscious mind, Adam is our subconscious mind. So when our conscious mind, so that means when we're here, taking a bite of that forbidden fruit, the knowledge of good and evil, that is when we realize as a soul that we're naked. Because as soon as, in the Bible, as soon as she eats the fruit, they go running and they hid behind a bush. But they didn't even notice that they were naked before that. It is because it is our ego and our sense of self, I guess, as a human, that makes us ashamed of who we are when we're unclothed. But anyway, I was just, I guess, in my mind at that time when I was doing the Holy Love meditation, I was more in tune with the spiritual aspect of that, not like the fact that they were naked as a physical body, but more like naked as a soul without a body at all. I literally have not been the same since these two meditations, one after the other. The Holy Love meditation reminded me to see people as kind of a divine spark of God. They do not have to only be seen as the ego that they're expressing at this present time. And it actually really did help me to open my heart even more to people. And this feeling of like the crying that happened during that meditation as well was just so cleansing. It was like a soul cleansing cry. It was almost like I was releasing all that heartache that these people, when I could only see them in their human form, they hurt me so much. But when I saw them just as light, I was able to love them, and it just made me cry. But I feel like the crying was such a rewarding cleanse of that emotion out of me. So when I got home from this Reiki weekend, I was a changed woman. I felt so much lighter. My heart was happy and joyful. And that feeling actually stayed with me for a very long time. I'm still joyful, of course, and loving now, but I'm talking about an undying feeling of joy that just nothing was knocking me off. And it was just an amazing feeling. And I kind of attribute it to those couple of meditations that helped me to really open my heart. Not only that, but the whole Reiki experience opens your heart, of course, as well. So there is that. So now let's just speak a little bit more about the heart. It is so important to consciously take time to connect your heart, to connect with your heart every single day, especially in those moments where you just feel like you are overthinking things, you're too much in your head. If you're ever just feeling overwhelmed, it's a good time to just stop, take a deep breath, and just remember your heart. So one way that I like to do that is simply just closing my eyes and bringing my attention just directly into the center of my chest where my heart is. And just keep your attention there for as long as possible without any distraction in your mind. That is one way to just stop and put your consciousness into your heart. Another thing that you can do is you can take some time, if you have like a couple of minutes, you can close your eyes, and as you breathe in and out, imagine that you're breathing through your heart. And that is literally going to bring all of your attention to your heart chakra. So as you breathe in, just imagine it's coming in through your heart. And as you breathe out, imagine the energy leaving through your heart. In that book, Heartmath Solution, that I was speaking of earlier, here it is again. I also read in there all about how you can entrain your heart with your brain. There are also tons of studies in the book showing that when you take the time to connect with your heart, you're actually not only slowing down your heart rate, but you're also slowing down your brainwave patterns, and you're also slowing down your respiratory rate, because you are literally just relaxing and calming yourself whenever you take time to center yourself in your heart. Now, another thing that you could do to center inside of your heart is to just, as you're doing your breathing exercises or, with your eyes closed, you can imagine a green light shining brightly in your chest, and just let that green light expand outward more and more and more till it fills your body and aura with the healing green light of the heart chakra. So I hope that this video helps you to think about taking a little time and connecting with your heart a little bit. And if you're looking for a good book to read, I do recommend The Heartmath Solution. It's by Doc Childra and Howard Martin with Donna Beach. And this book gives you awesome ways also to connect with your heart. They have a technique called the freeze frame. It kind of gets you centered back in your heart, remembering a joyful moment, and then asking your heart for the intuition to guide you in whatever situation you need guidance. But there are also other techniques in the book as well. Like I stated, there are also plenty of scientific studies and research outlined in the book. So if you're one of those scientific people who needs a lot of research to back up something, this is a great book to read in regards to connecting with your heart and the importance of doing such a thing. So thank you so much for spending your time with me and listening to my stories. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to use that comment section down below, you guys. I would love to read what you have to say or answer any of your questions. And if you liked the video, be sure to give it a like. And if you haven't subscribed to Meaningful Motivations with Tracey Erickson yet, then now might be a good time to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. That way you can click the bell to be notified anytime a new video comes out. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.